So here's my other bookshelf. Again, apologies for the messiness of it. It's not aesthetically pleasing, but it might at least be relatable. No? Yes? Maybe? Um, so I'll just move the mess to the side. Now, most of these books I actually share with my sister. So I'll just quickly go through them. We have another, this is like manga, as you may or may not have been able to tell. We have the manga of another and then the novel as well. I tried to read this, but it's like a really, really bad translation of the original, so it was quite painful when I didn't finish it. Then we have Sunny by Taiyo Matsumoto. This is about foster kids in Japan, which is really interesting. But I've never gotten around to buy the next volume because it's quite expensive. Then we have Attack on Titan, a random Attack on Titan notebook, which we've done some fan art in. We have some chicken stock. I have to put that in the kitchen. Then we have One Punch Man, Sailor Moon, Zombie Powder by Tite Kubo, Bokuman, some Californian honey and salt flavoured peanuts, a keyring in the shape of a bear. I absolutely love this keyring. We have this box of Swedish sweets, but it doesn't contain Swedish sweets anymore. It contains licorice cough sweets. I kept the box because it reminded me of Arthur Morgan and his herbs. And I really felt like I needed to be connected to Red Dead once more. So we have Bakuman here. Then we have a couple volumes each of Haruhi Suzumiya and Black Butler. And then some notebooks. And some more notebooks. This is actually where I record all of my bird sightings. Then here we have Miss Reed Tales from a Village School cassette tapes. Unfortunately, I don't have a cassette player. The one that I bought went bust, so I don't get to listen to this anymore. We have a gross fabric tape thingy, a Bratz ruler, and a recipe book with all of my recipes in it, and a tab that isn't charged. Some face masks, which my brother keeps gifting me because he thinks I need to protect myself from the coronavirus. Then we have a stray volume of Bleach. We have Bleach DVDs. We have a flask. We have volumes 1 to 30 of Bleach. We have an unfinished cold mug of black tea. We have the Soul books from Bleach. Bleach Soul Book 1 and 2. And then the Serete Bulletin, which I absolutely love. It's like the best thing that Kubo ever produced. It's so cool. I wanted so much for him to make another one like this, but he never did. Then we have the art book. Another stray volume here. A pair of scissors. And a stray wipe. The ones that they give you from KFC. Then we move up here and we have more of a miscellaneous selection of books. Some non-fiction, some fiction. Here we have a 3D Rubik's Cube puzzle, which I have yet to complete. Let's remove these first. So I have this book, Breakfast is Served, breakfast and brunch recipes from all over the world. 60-second science, 100 science myths explored. We have code words, which I really enjoy. We have word search. Every house must have a book of word searches. Binoculars, which I spy on birds with. or bird watch with. Here we have LOL Surprise Special Edition Journal, which I haven't actually started writing in yet. We have card games, games for all ages. This is a really good concept, but I do find the instructions a bit difficult to understand. They're not very clear. So I actually haven't learnt any card games from this book as of yet. That's unfortunate. Then we have Ripley's Believe It or Not book. So this is just lots of weird and wonderful, apparently, facts about all kinds of different things. It's kind of like the Guinness World Record book, but it's not world records, it's just lots of interesting different facts. I've read a number of really interesting things from here, actually, so considering it was only £1 from Poundland. Oh, I really like that one, actually. Where is it? It always lands on that page, and then now that I want it to, it's not. That one. This building in Thailand is so cool. Anyway, yeah, that's that. Then we have Mega Colouring Book. I've had that for years and it's actually lots of fun. Then we have the Frozen Ultimate Colouring Book. I haven't done any colourings in that yet. We have the Grand House Sticker Book. We have another colouring book. We have a giant dot-to-dot book. We have the Oxford Book of Scary Tales. We have the Usborne Write Your Own Story book. We have 642 things to write about. So they're basically writing prompts. We have mug cakes. We have more mug cakes. That's a personal book. We have more puzzles. We have the Wicked Young Writer Awards anthology. We have Crazy Creatures anthology. So I got this because my nephew won this competition, so he had his story published in this. We have a random RSPB Birdwatch Biscuits recipe. We have 100 garden games. So apparently this games manual was actually published during the war. 1936. Was that during the war or was that afterwards? But anyway, it kind of has historical value for that reason. This old thing, I bought this for my sister because she's really into fashion, but she hasn't even glanced at it, though it's been many years. Which is sad, but you know, you live and you learn. Then we have Roald Dahl's Great Automatic Grammatizer and Other Stories. I've read this countless times, it's such fun, so hilarious. Then we have some Asda magazines. I like to keep these because the recipes are really good. And then we have some more recipe books, Sugar-Free Kitchen, Healthy Kitchen, etc, etc. Then we have my sister's business book, The Illustrator's Guide to All Kinds of Things. Becoming a Successful Illustrator. Very interesting. Then we have 2 Bratz annuals. These are my sister's. We absolutely adored the Bratz growing up, and we're still fans, to be honest. Then we have this AQA anthology of poems. It's like what students study with, but I really enjoyed the poems in this, so I just kept it. We have Bob Anderson's Stretching. Haven't used this for many a month. Slot Together Victorian Doll's House book. So this came with an actual Slot Together Victorian Doll's House, which we threw away, but we kept the book. Then we have Arts and Crafts of Pakistan. So this is a book filled with all the different types of arts and crafts that you can find in Pakistan, as the title suggests. Then we have Written in Verse, my favourite poetry book, because I got this when I was a kid and I was so blown away by the contents. Then we have can't read this, but it's a book that my sister got my other sister from Turkey, and it's all about, I think it's about the carpets, I think. Then we have Tezheep. I don't know if I'm pronounced that right, but this is about traditional Turkish patterns. Let me put this down so I can show you.